What's going on, guys? Legit MHX here, back with another Spider-Man Miles Morales video. Today's video we're going to be doing a suit tier list, so we're going to be ranking every single suit within Spider-Man Miles Morales from S to D, every single suit, and we're going to see which ones are the best suits and which ones are the worst suits. So this is completely an opinion video. I know that most of you probably will disagree with the suits that I'm going to choose for my different ranks, and that's because it's completely opinion based. There's so many different combinations and different ways you can rank these suits. So I'm going to leave a link in the description with this actual tier list. I actually found it on Google. I'll link whoever made it in the description below if there's a creator for this thing, but I'll link the actual tier list in the description for you guys to do it yourselves, and you can comment down below what your tier list would look like. But this is mine, this is my opinion, so don't think that this is like definitive objective. It's completely subjective. You can make your own tier list and comment down below what your tier list would be. So we're going to go through the best and worst suits within the game, and we're just going to go one by one through all of them. So before we get started, I'm just going to let you guys know that you guys should subscribe, because over 90% of you guys aren't even subscribed according to YouTube statistics. So if you guys do enjoy the video and the content, be sure to subscribe. And with that being said, let's just get straight into the actual tier list. So first suit we have is the first suit we actually start off with, and that is I believe is the sportswear suit is what they call it. I actually really like this suit. I think it's pretty good. It was a good starter suit. It was a bit of a surprise when we didn't actually start with the black suit. For some reason I thought we'd start with the black suit, but we started with this suit, and I actually think it looks pretty cool. You have the jacket, you know, you have mask on, the hoodie. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't think it's an S tier. I didn't really use it after the first mission where you actually use it, so I'm not going to put it at S. I'm just going to put it at B, because I think it's just average. It's nothing amazing, but it's not, you know, meh. But yeah, so that's going to be at B for now. By the way, what I put at D isn't, you know, it's not a F. There's no F rank here. I think all the suits in the game is really, really good. So just because I put something at D doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just I don't think as good as the rest. So the next suit is the gift suit, which I don't actually remember the name of it, but it's the gift suit that Peter gives us. To be honest, I mean, it was a cool suit to have, and I know it's from the comic books, but it doesn't really look that good in my opinion. Like, you know, it doesn't fit him. It doesn't fit Miles that well, and I think that's the point. It's meant to be like not the best looking suit, and that's because Peter gave it to him. I just don't like how it looks. I think the red and blue it just doesn't look nice. I feel like it doesn't really feel like a Miles suit at all. It just feels off in my opinion. I don't really like it that much. But it is a cool suit, and I understand the point of it and why it looks the way it does. So I'm gonna put it as C. I think it is still really good looking, but I'm not that fond of it, and I don't really use it that much after I got the black suit. The next suit is the homemade suit. Now, I actually never used this suit until I wanted to make this video and tested it out. I don't really like the homemade suit. I mean, we had the homemade suit in Spider-Man PS4. I used it a bit. Wasn't really that crazy over it, but this homemade suit, you know, it's Miles' homemade suit, but then you have so many of these like casual suits that the homemade suit doesn't really, you know, stand against these other suits, and it's just like, would you really ever use it? It doesn't look that good. I mean, just look at the color of the boots, and then the pants, and then the jacket, and the white sleeves. Like, it just feels all over the place. It just feels like a mess. I think it's going to be in the D class. I don't think it's that good. So the next one is the tracksuit. I actually really, really like the tracksuit, and I'm kind of inclined on putting it in the S tier, but I don't think it's there. I just think it just misses out from the S tier. I really like the white on the black. It reminds me of the white spider suit from the first game. I think I like it more than the classic suit, but I just don't think it's an S class, so I'm gonna put it in A class. And I know it's just the way it's been, I've put like one in every class, but that's about to change with this suit because it's the animated suit. Now this suit, I didn't really even know it was in the game for a while, because I thought the entire hype was around the Spider-Verse suit, and this is like quite similar to the Spider-Verse suit, but it's like the, you know, from a cartoon. So I like it being Spectacular Spider-Man type of animation. I mean, having the Spider-Verse suit, I don't think will find yourself using the animated suit that much. I think everyone will always prefer the Spider-Verse suit over this suit. And so I didn't really use it that much. I put it on for a bit and I was like, it's cool. Wasn't crazy over it. So I'm just going to put it in C, because I think if the Spider-Verse suit wasn't in the game, then this would definitely be in the B class. But just because the Spider-Verse suit exists and completely, leaves this in the dust, I think this will be in the C class. Now the next suit I think is the Brooklyn Visions Academy suit, which is basically him wearing his blazer from school and he has his backpack. I think it looks really good. I just something about it just makes it look really neat. It makes it look really like Miles, and I really like the way it looks, but I just think it's kind of average. It's nothing special, so I am gonna put it in the B class because it's not really good, but it's a cool suit and I've used it a couple times and I enjoyed it. Now the next suit is the Crimson Cowl suit, I believe, and I really think this looks really good. When I first saw it, when they first revealed it, I thought, wow, that looks, the hoodie and not the hoodie, but the hood looks really nice. The red looks very strong and it just looks really colorful, and the color palette is actually it looks very nice, and swinging in this suit during the sunset time, the afternoon sunset time, is it's the best suit to use during that time. It just looks so good, and I'm gonna put it in A class. I don't think it's better than the tracksuit, but I think it is up there. Now the next one is the Strike suit. To be honest, I probably hate the Strike suit the most out of every suit. I just don't like the way it looks. It looks so plasticky. It looks like a toy, like a action figure, a really cheap action figure even. Like the shine on it is just, it's so shiny. It looks so plasticky. It just doesn't feel like it's real, in my opinion. It doesn't look right to me, and I just feel like it's not, like there's not that much detail on it. It's just very shiny and very plastic looking, and so I just find like it's too much color. It's too strong, the red and orange, and his arms are so bulky. It doesn't look like something, like I don't want to swing around on it, and I really don't like it. So obviously it's gonna go D class, and again there's equal amounts and everything. But the next suit is the End suit, which I think looks really good. I love the hood, I love the colors, I love the pants and the Spider-Man actual, the vest and the boots. It looks really nice, looks really low profile. I love doing stealth in this suit. I think it looks really good. It's gonna go in A class. Now the next one is the 2099 suit. Now I know a lot of people are probably gonna hate me for doing this, but I love this suit. I just love the hood. I love the colors of the 2099 suit. Also, the 2099 suit for Spider-Man PS4 was also one of my favorites. So I just love the coloring of this. I love the red, the white, the blue, and especially love the glowing eyes, which I think just make it perfect. I don't have any complaints with this suit. The detail on this suit also looks amazing. It's so detailed. I just love the color palette, and I love the glowing eyes and the hood. It's just everything that I like. So I love the hoods, I love glowing eyes, and I love this kind of color. It just has everything. So it's going S class. I know it has to. I just like it so much. The next one is the Spider-Verse suit. Now I think this is pretty much everyone can agree unanimously that this is going in the S class. I don't even need to discuss that much. Just the amazing way that they were able to translate this suit from the movie into the game with the animations and then the graphics when you're in the actual combat. It's just amazing how they were able to do it. And it just looks so good. It looks so accurate to the actual movie, and it just looks amazing in the game. And it's unbelievable that you can play the entire game and do all the cutscenes with this suit. And it doesn't even look that bad when Miles has the mask off. It looks so nice. There's no problems with it. It's just an amazing suit, and probably the best suit that Insomniac have ever made in a Spider-Man game, just because of how unique it is and how different it is to every other suit. So the next one is the classic suit. Now, obviously the classic suit is the classic suit. It's the best suit. It's what Miles always wears, and so you can't really be harsh on this. But I'm not going to put it in S class just because it's, that'd be a bit of a cop-out. I'm going to put it in the A class because I think it is really good. But it's not, I don't want to put it in S class because it's a classic suit. It's nothing special. It's what Miles has made. The next suit is the Uptown Pride suit. Now, I hope I don't get called racist for not putting it in an S class. I swear this is nothing about what this suit represents. I'm all for that. But this suit, judging it completely aesthetically, I just don't think it's that special of a suit. It's basically the black classic suit, but just kind of goldish, yellowish, greenish kind of. It's not a yellow, and it's not exactly a gold, but it also kind of has a greenish feeling to it. I don't know what the color is. I'm not that big of a fan of the actual color, And what makes it worse is that the actual suit sort of has like polygons and triangles inside the gold part, whereas the classic suit was complete like a nice finish, nice glossy finish, and I actually prefer the glossy finish over the polygons inside the actual thing, and so I don't really like it that much. I'm not that big of a fan of it. You know, I feel like they could have done something different, maybe put some different details, because it's basically the classic suit, which is kind of a cop-out. Obviously they maybe, you know, they just wanted to have that kind of a color palette just for the Black Lives Matter thing, but I think they could have done more. I think it's not that great looking. I don't think it's as good as the classic suit, and so I have to put it in C or B. I might have to put it in C because, you know, it was cool the first time swinging. I just don't like the way it looks that much. I think it's just, I'd rather pick the classic suit any day over this, so I'm gonna put it in C. Maybe I might change this at the end. So the next suit is the winter suit, which is basically the classic suit, but it has the beanie and the earmuffs and the scarf and the socks as well. It looks pretty cool. It was really fun to swing around in this when you first got it. I never ended up using it after that, so I don't know. I don't think it's that good. I don't think it's as good as these suits up in the B class. It is a cool suit. Again, I think I'd put it in C with these other suits. And again, these suits are good. It's just that they're not nearly as good as they're nearly as good as this, but they're not up here. Now the next suit I think is the 2020 suit. Now this, weirdly enough, to me feels more futuristic than the 2099 suit. I love how this looks, and I'm so inclined to put it into S class. I just love how the helmet, sort of this graphic, you know, it's like a pixels, like an image created, and also the vest, the spider is completely created digitally. And the jacket, I just love the way the jacket looks. I really like that jacket, and it just, everything about it looks really, really nice. And then you have like the earphones in the ear, or I think it's like headphones like connected to the headset or something. I don't know how that exactly works, and it just looks really nice. And then you have the glowing red of the arms and the legs. I'm really inclined to put this in the S class, but I don't know. I'm gonna put it in A class for now. Might change at the end. We'll see. Let's just move on. We have the programmable matter suit. Now when I first put this on, I thought it was really cool. I was like, wow, this is an amazing suit. But kind of using it, I kind of grew sick of it, because I don't really like the red on the arms and the legs, or on the hands and the feet. I just think it's so bright and it just sticks out so much, and it doesn't really look that aesthetically pleasing. I don't think the polygons, kind of like the polygon, you know, the shapes, how it looks, it doesn't, I don't think it looks that good. Maybe on PS5 with like ray tracing on it, it might look really, really good, but I'm on PS4, so I don't think it looks that great. I mean, I'm being a bit harsh on it, but I think that it's because like a lot of people say, wow, this is like the best suit. I think it is really, really cool suit. I think it's an amazing suit. I think that I like the eyes and how it's so reflective. Also, there has the Iron Spider sort of finisher, which looks really, really good. And I think that's going to bump it up from a C to a B. I think it looks really, really good. So I'm going to keep it a B just because of that finish. And now we have the Bodega cat suit, which I really, really like. I think it looks amazing. I love how casual it is with the jumper, the tracksuit, the you know, the shoes. I think those are the Adidas shoes that they're selling, and especially having the cat, the backpack and the cat, it just looks so clean, and I feel like it works really well with everything that's there. And so I'm going to put it in A class, and I know a lot of suits are in the A class. I might have to change that, but we'll see. The next suit is the training suit, or it's not even really a suit, it's just basically Miles in his clothes wearing a Spider-Man mask. And I think it's cool to swing around for the first time in this, but like, I don't think it really, I mean, it doesn't look good or anything. It's just literally Miles in his clothes with a Spider-Man mask on. It's like the undies suit from the last game, except actually it's not even like the undies suit. It's like the other suit where he's wearing his university clothes, where Peter's wearing his university clothes. You know, it's nothing that great. I'm gonna put it in D class. I feel like this is either a D or an S class. People like really love this, or, you know, don't really care for it. I don't really care for it. I swung around with it a bit and kind of grew old for me. Now the final suit, I don't know why this wasn't the final suit, because this technically is the final suit you can unlock because it's a new game plus. But the next suit is I think the Purple Rain suit, which is basically the Prowler suit, but Spider-Man version. I'm not a big fan of the purple and green color combination, but I do think it's really cool how they translated over the Prowler look to a Spider-Man look. I really like they did a bit differently. The spider from the classic suit, I think it looks a bit different. And also you have like green claws, I think, and then the eyes are actually glowing, and it's green. It has like a green glowing eyes, and it's a different eyes. It's not just like a copy of like another suit. It's literally its unique own eyes, I think. And so I don't like the color. It would be an A, but I don't really like the color, so it's going to be a B, just because of how cool it looks and how well they translated it over from the actual Prowler suit. I'm not going to change anything. I think I've looked over it a bit. I think it's perfect. This is exactly how I want it to be. I was wondering if I should put more in the B class, because B is technically meant to be average. You should have like the most in the B slot, but I think most of the suits in this game are actually really, really good. I think the suit selection in this game is actually better than Spider-Man PS4, and so I think there is going to be more in that A side, but again, there is a lot in the C and D side. I'm trying to be as fair as possible and spread these across evenly. And this is the best I could do. I didn't want to put too much in the S slot. I wanted the best of the best. And I really like the 299 suit, and the Spider-Verse suit is just amazing. So let me know what you guys think of this tier list, and send me your own tier list in the comments down below of what you guys like the most, what suit you guys like the most. Do it yourself, and tweet it at me as well if you want to send a picture and not like type it out, because I think typing it out would be kind of long. So tweet me a picture. My Twitter's in the description of what your tier list would be. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, leave a thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.